Plynk is a money messenger, so it's an application for iOS and Android that allows you to transfer money to your friends instantly and for free, and in a way that's actually really good fun. So you actually take the stigma out of asking for and receiving money, and hopefully you get to, keep your friends for longer than you do today. A lot of money stuff is very opaque, so it's very, something magical happens in the background, you don't know what's going on. And also you don't really know how long things are going to be, so not a lot of really good feedback, you don't know how long it's going to take. So I just actually approach this from a different point of view. So you take people who are used to messaging, so I send you a message, you get like a little ping, the message has arrived. So you know that the message is there. So we decided we would take the same approach for money, because that money should move instantly like a message does. I type a message, i.e. with some money, the money, you get someone is typing, and then you get a little plink and your money arrives instantly with the message. So you know exactly when it's coming, and you know exactly when you get it. And that's a really different user experience to money today. Money today is like, I sent that to you. It's probably just lost somewhere in the banking system. You might get it today, you might get it tomorrow. And what it does, it causes friction between people. So people lose friends over usually small amounts of money because it's too awkward to actually go and send it. So this actually takes that sort of awkwardness out of it and removes the stigma. And the speed of movement is really important, and the feedback is really important. And then from a user experience point of view, we want to make sure that sending money is fun. And so to do that, we create this really fun way for you to add a little story, to put a little bit of your own personality, do a bit of your own creativity into the actual money itself, so you know exactly what it's for, and here's a bit of fun, and then the money arrives, and so you know the context, and you also want to see that and you appreciate the fact that someone put some effort into actually sending it. We'll launch at the end of the summer, hopefully. The idea is that we want to, the initial market we're going after is the student market, so we're going to start in the new student academic year, so beginning of October, and start one campus at a time and move forward. So where we are at the moment is we've built a product. There's a lot of core technology, infrastructure stuff to build that we have to hide away, and then all the user experience stuff that we built on top that we've actually built and tested with real people. So we give it to people, we want them to use it, and we say we're looking for them to give us feedback, but we want to hear the word fun in the feedback, and then we know we're moving in the right direction. That helps us to make sure that we're demystifying it, and that people understand that it's really about messaging, and it's really about having some fun. And so the product is built at this point and tested, and now it's really about delivering it to the right market when they're ready to receive it, which is about October timeframe. And we hope to get a small number of users. It'll be invite only to begin with, so we want it to be like a discovered product that you get an invite and you get to share invites with 5 other people. And the reason for that is so that you get to give people something as part of this. The initial experience of the app is you giving something, which is really nice. And also you're going to give, because it's 5, you're going to give it to the 5 people that you're most likely to get it back from, right? So what we want to do is build these small group and one-to-one networks. So it's a network effect, but they're small networks. And so we want to make sure that we activate those networks on the sign-up process. And then we can test our virals and our monthly active usage and our daily active usage, which is very important to us. And then once we find the right tweaks, then we'll make it available to everybody. Surprising thing I think that we discovered was just how important really small amounts of money are to people. So in one case, the very extreme obviously, it was for something that was worth about €45, and the person didn't get paid back for that over a really long period of time, and they felt really taken for granted. And the expression that she used in the user testing was that this person is now dead to me. And I just think that it's like there's a lot of challenges that are created by just how inefficient it is to actually really to settle up these small amounts of money, and just how culturally difficult it is for people to ask and people to give and so on. So there's actually a lot of challenges in there, and we want to change that. And we think that can really impact the way people interact. And so that was obviously really surprising to discover that. The other thing that was actually surprising was just how bloody difficult this actually is, and just how much of a problem it is, and how much people have just sort of given up, saying, well, of course it'll never work properly. and then they see this product and go, wow, that's amazing, I really want this. So it's one of the few things where we feel it's a really simple product and it's really obvious, and then people look at it and go, that's amazing, why hasn't someone done this before? And so that's, that's actually really nice feedback to get. And obviously, because it's so complex and it's about money, you'd expect there to be lots of distrust or whatever, but they're actually really open to people. If someone is willing to solve a problem in a fun way, they're actually really open to actually trying out new products and actually taking risks. So those things actually were very interesting. What's actually happening is that that technology is now ubiquitous. It's not like technology is a specialization. So technology is everywhere, but not just automation of processes. The user experience is expected to be, it's all touch, it's all voice, it's all beautifully designed, and people expect things to work. So they expect all the technology to work. That wasn't true in the past. So a lot of the systems that have been built up to now are all based on the fact that, sure, isn't it great that it's actually only a 50-field form and you can do it online, as opposed to now it's like, well, actually, how about making it a really fun user experience, or making it useful for me, make it easy for me to use. And so there is this new revolution, I think, where people have a bigger expectation about what exactly usability is about. And we're trying to really use that to take this really complex, cumbersome technology platform and just make it really simple and easy to use. We look at really long term. We're trying to build really a large social network around money, primarily focused in the EU, European Economic Area, actually, which is about 508 million people or so. That's the long-term view, that we build this network where people expect that it's a great user experience and that money between friends and people actually moves instantly and for free. And then on top of that, we'll build monetization strategies that are indirect, from taking money out of people's pockets directly. In the short term, which is really what we look at right now, so in the next 6 to 12 months, what we're actually really focused on is launch our product, prove the product, then prove the market, and then move to scale. So get the product out there, put it in people's hands, make sure we can run the product, operate the product, that it doesn't fall over, and then actually go after a larger market. So find one campus, make that work, scale that out across multiple campuses, prove that that works, move to one other market out of our home market, say like Spain or Portugal or something like that, prove that you can replicate this in a different geography, and then we go for scale across the EU. So that's the plan. It's really simple. Start here, tomorrow the world.